sword
Well,
away.
I was gonna say, if she's running away from us, we're doing more than attacking. We're finishing the job.
Okay, so Brax, Linane just ran out the door.
How far is she? Can I see her?
You can't. You'd have to leave as well. She's actually pretty darn quick, and she's out into the streets of Phandelver. So
I'll take a couple
You have an
steps out into
opportunity to attack.
she
disengaged. I'll take a couple
Disengage,
steps
okay.
out, and then I'll cast sleep on her sorry ass. Boom! This is
Okay.
exactly the way that I got my high school girlfriend.
Okay, go for it. Let's see if
All right.
you can sleep her.
All right, so roll 5d8, and that's the total of how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
Okay. Yeah, you can target just her, so go for it.
23!
23 does not even slow her down. Doesn't seem to have affected her.
What? Man, sleep sucks. It's never once worked in this entire game.
Wow.
Wow.
That one person to sleep.
It works when you're fighting like 2 and 3 kobolds or a couple of
So
orcs or something
she
like that.
ducks behind a building at this point, but we are back to top of the order. Adara, if you'd like to, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go to her office and start searching the desk. She took our papers. I'm going to take our papers.
There are 2 doors leading out of kind of the main room of this the Lion Shield Coster. The one that's behind the counter where she was at is locked.
So I'll pick the lock.
Okay, so your action is picking the lock. Go ahead and give me a thieves check.
Oh, no!
That is not going to be successful. You are, however, going to trip the trap that was protecting that lock. So go ahead and give me a Constitution savings throw.
I can't roll high to save my life today.
Okay, you're going to take 12 poison damage, and you have the poisoned condition.
Right.
Okay, Wansome, what would you like to do?
Sorry, muted. I look at Warnerve and sort of, because we're trained together so well, I'm looking for that. Should I go get her, or should I just stay here kind of a look?
Well, we should probably find...
Poisoned. Ow.
We should... I would say
Do we stay here?
Well, she's making a stir. I'm sure we could probably hear her with the door open, right? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, you heard her screaming as she ran down the street.
Yeah, that's fine. I just quickly say to you, this is my thoughts. Like, if she's taking our shit, it's my shit. I don't care what she says. Screw her and her whatever. Why would she do it under the cover of night?
Yeah, there's got to be something funny here. So if you want to go and stay and try to find any kind of suspicious looking documents, stay here with Sis. I'm going to go outside and take care of this.
Okay, that's the game plan. So I'm going to crack this door that Sis was trying to get into. I'm gonna try and kick it down or beat it down with my club and see if we can't get into her office.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Let's see.
Yeah, you just bounce off this thing. This is solid oak security door. You kind of mashed up your shoulder trying to get through it, and you don't think you can get through this door that way. Warner,
okay.
What would you like to do this round?
I will help my brother with the door and then take the rest of my movement and go outside and watch what she's doing.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna try the door as well? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he's going outside and.
Well.
If you want to assist, you got to wait till his turn to assist.
I was to say you could kick and then walk outside. So
do I have enough movement to boost the door down and then
go
outside? Okay.
Sure. No problem.
15?
Yeah. You heard it crack, but it's a tough door.
I just say, well, try to pick the lock, sis, and I go outside. And I stand out as far out as I can move.
Okay, yeah.
Now, I got a question.
Get out into the street. You don't see her anymore, but you can hear her.
Can we see our stuff in this building that she took? Like,
What
you know what I mean? Is it
stuff particular are you looking for?
all the, well, that place was
Fingers
full
on.
of stuff. It was full of barrels and pickles and food supplies, weapons.
Pickles. There were so many pickles.
Stuff. Well, the pickles is my sort of my that's the
That's what
hill
pissed
I'm
him
ready
off.
to die on.
That's
Right.
what pissed him off, is taking the pickles.
Those were some good pickles, man.
Pickles in the salt pork.
When somebody grabs your
Right.
pickle and
So everything that's in this front room here is everything in barrels or crates or anything like that. It's all got the Lion Shield symbol, kind of stenciled on it. So
Okay.
you don't recognize anything as quote unquote your stuff just by glancing around the front room at least.
All right, I just walk
Probably
outside.
in the back room or her office.
Well, there'd be a lot of stuff. I mean, that place was packed with stuff. A lot of weapons, a lot of armor, a lot of barrels and crates and stuff were in there. For her
She
to leave
has
that
a
out
back
overnight
room,
would be
and she has an office, so it's in one of these. We got to get it open.
Okay. Well, she went
And
out.
I'm hurt.
There's only 2 doors, right? So she went out one of them, and the other one is her office.
Well,
so the other one, I'm assuming, is
sorry.
open.
There's another door. So I guess there's the entrance to the outside, and there's 2 other doors in this room. So this is the front of the storefront. There was a door which you're guessing is her office that's behind the counter, and then there's another door to the side. You haven't checked that other door yet.
All right, so I'm going to yell at Brax to go check at that door then.
hey, I have the knock spell. Why don't I just use that to open it up?
Well,
I
Come
was
on
going to
over.
use it on her bladder and make her urinate, but I don't know if that's allowed. Actually, she ducked behind barrels. What I should have done is I should have done the knock spell on the barrels, and then whatever in them would have dumped over on her.
Nobody ducked behind any barrels.
Oh, damn
What are you
it.
talking about?
All right. Okay. Well, I have the knock spell. I get a chance to finally use it. So, yeah, I'm going to just point that bad boy against the... oh, except that's just for unlocking shit. I guess I might as well do it on the door.
The
Well, I'll do
office?
it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just
we
do
don't
it.
know the other one's locked or not.
Sure. I'll just do it on the office.
Okay.
So, huzzah!
You can
I
do
just
that.
knocked the crap. And there's this audible knock sound that just emanates from my like a kind of a deal. Hold on, I got to get my door. Oh wait, that was just you. Okay, never mind.
It pops right open, so no problem.
Snap, man. That's how you do. That's how you do spells.
Any movement you're gonna make, Brax?
Well, I'll probably do like a high five or something because I unlocked the door. But other than that, I'm not going to move anywhere.
Okay. Cool. So back to Adara, your finger it just feels like it's on fire. You want to throw up. This has got some nasty poison in the system. But the door's open.
So, this is shop. Does she have any healing spells for sale that I see behind the counter or somewhere in there? You might have them for sale.
Nothing. I mean, you don't
potions?
see a potion right off the bat.
Oh, I'm hurt. As I go in the door. I'm going to start searching her desk and hoping that he'll heal me before whatever.
Okay, so you're going to go into the room?
Yeah, because we're going to go in there no matter what.
You push the door open, and it is an office of some type. You have no idea whether it's Leanne's office, but there are 2 clerks sitting at roll-top type desks, and they are scribbling away on various parchments, and they've got
so I'm from the South. So did you say clerks or clerics?
clerks.
All right, good deal.
And they've got like the little the green visor hats, accountant type. And they've got a bunch of oil lamps going, and they just kind of look up at you guys with big, big eyes. And
Hi guys,
fellas,
where's the
what are you
healing
doing?
potions?
they seem to be armed with ink quills, and that's
Be careful.
That's it.
I hear sometimes
Guys,
it's
where's
mightier
the
than a
healing
sword.
potions?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. You let me know where they are, and I'll let you go without a problem.
And they both at the same time throw their pens down, kick out their chairs, and run run towards the door.
I'm blocking the door.
That leads out of this room, kind of opposite of the door you came into.
Get them out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, I'm hurt.
Yeah, they get out the door, and you can tell that this door kind of opens up to the back of the building, and they run outside.
That's not a problem.
Wow. Where am I during this?
Fireball.
I'll let them leave, actually. Never mind. What are they writing on these pieces of paper in here? Shit, am I even literate? Can I read?
If you want
I don't know if I can read.
use your
Oh,
turn to
bro.
examine the paperwork.
Good Barry. I'm
tell me-
hurt.
You're
Well,
next one.
I know that
Tell me what you want to do.
Okay, so I just am going to explain to my sister. Well, I guess I could heal you, but the thing is if you're poison, I can't get rid of the poison. You're gonna have to find a cure poison spell. I mean, unless it's just gonna leach out by itself. How damaged are you in total? Like,
I'm 16 out of 24.
okay, so I'll just give you. I'll cast my good berry spell and hand you a bunch of good berries. I'm like, here, eat these.
You're fine.
And
All you
then
have
while
is
I
a
do that-
poison condition. You're fine. You're not taking extra damage. You would have already taken extra damage by now, so you're fine. You just have the poison condition.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the poison condition. So you're nauseous, so you feel like crap, and you know.
All right.
But,
So
but you
these
have the
berries will
poison
make you
condition,
feel
you're
better.
not taking additional damage.
Yeah, these berries are pretty good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
It'll
cast
heal
that
me up
spell.
enough that in case we get in the next fight, I'll be okay. Versus
Sorry, Andrew. Sorry, we just totally.
how many berries?
I make 10, so you can have them all.
Okay.
After I cast the spell, I would just like to sort of look around at the office, do a little bit of investigation, see what they're writing on. It's essentially what I want to know is what are they drawing up? Are they drafting up some kind of contracts or?
No, these are double entry ledger books. So they're basically they've got a whole stack of receipts. They're going through and putting all these in, there's big 3 columns on the side, and then they write in the product or whatever they sold or took in, and then the in and out of that. So this is just accounting type stuff.
Anything that describes the equipment or items that were taken from the mansion in
That
this
will
book?
require an investigation check.
Okay. Well, I've already cast my good berry, so I'll leave it to somebody else.
Yeah. So there's a quick glance. Rounds are 3 or 6 seconds long, so it'll take you a little bit.
I just grab it and I throw it at Brax. I'm like, look at this. What is it? What does it mean? Tell me what it says.
And you could always walk to the next room. Let's start headed that way.
Warner, what would you like to do during all this hubbub?
I tell Cleopatra to come on out. We're going to figure this out. But something is shady, and it's going on here at the Line Shield Coster. So she needs to come out, and she needs to fess up to what's going on. Come on out, Cleopatra.
Okay, you kind of just shout that in the street.
Mm-hmm. She's shouting. I'm going to say, come on out. The gig's up. Come on out.
Okay. Sounds good.
As 20 Griffin riders from Waterdeep land in the town circle.
Go ahead and give me a perception check there, Warner. Okay. You see, just at the last minute, Leanne poking up from behind a nearby building, um, and she fires a quarrel from a small light crossbow, like a hand crossbow,
Okay.
and it comes streaking for you.
Found
Let's see if she hits.
another
That is going to hit. So there's a little bit of damage there, and then she's going to get some sneak attack damage as well.
Snack attack!
Well, that didn't work. Wow, 21. So
I take 28 damage.
do, yeah. And
Jeez.
that is it for her turn. Brax, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess there was that other door. Maybe I can somehow get out of there and flank her. So I'll go to the second door and I'll just try to open the lock or turn the knob to see if it's locked.
It's not locked at all. It's one of those flap in, flap out doors. You can just push it open.
Oh, the flapper. Flap
No.
in,
Flapper.
flap out.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
All right.
you
I'll push open
through,
that door and I'll take a gander and whatever I can see.
and you see four guys that apparently work there. Stock boy type guys. And this is a room about the same size as the room you just came out of, but this is where this is just for storage. And so you've got a bunch of shelves that line the walls and also have rows of shelving. And you've got crates and barrels and boxes and all kinds of stuff stacked up. And these guys just kind of look at you, again, with very wide eyes. And they all kind of raise their hands up and go, "We just work here, man. We just work here."
Okay, I'm going to yell, "Run for your lives. We're under attack." And then I'll shut the door.
You hear a big commotion, and you hear another door open and slam in a few minutes.
Sweetness. That means that the place is empty. Boom! All right, that's what I do then.
Okay, Darrow, back to you.
So I'm going to start searching this room for anything that might be interesting, because where else are you going to hide the important papers?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So I kind of wanted to point out that we're getting these papers to kind of give them to this lady that we're attacking, right?
But there's something else fishy going on as well, so we need to find out what hand she has.
That might be
in all
why you're
this
here.
Also.
So with that investigation check, most of what you see that is easily accessible from here has to do with running a business. So we've got ledgers, we've got invoices, we've got receipts of sale, we've got purchase contracts, all that kind of stuff. You do come to one of the roll top desks has the whole bank of drawers that are locked. And that's the most interesting thing you find in your quick search through what you're looking at.
Okay. So, hey, brother, smash this open.
I will call out to Brax and see if he can come in and cast knock on this, because that seemed to actually be pretty effective, and I was rather impressed with that. But I'm just going to yell at him to see if he can do it again. Brax, can you open this one too?
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in this room you guys might want to come in and look through.
What's in there? Is it my stuff? and I'll start walking over that way.
Could be.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I didn't really
We'll have a
look. I just
Yeah.
know that they were packing stuff in there.
All right, as I walk over to that room to go have a look and see. Now, I'm pretty sure that I'm unaware that War is outside getting in a fight or getting shot at. Like, we don't know that's happening because we're in this
yeah,
building.
about at this time, you hear Warner exclaim or scream in pain. I'm not sure what he does. That's his call, but
Yeah, that hurts. So yeah.
Ouch.
Well, it's not my turn yet, so that's why I'm not saying.
well,
anything.
but yeah,
Okay, so
you hear him grunt in pain across.
then I'm going to stop doing that. Yeah, I head out to where he's at. I'm actually going to turn into Wolf and run because I can get the most movement out of that. I think I have 60 feet or something. So.
Yeah, you pounce out the door, and there's Warner, like almost down on a knee, with a bolt right in his neck.
Ooh.
She's like,
And since you're a wolf, you always attack the weak ones first.
Yes, I do. Can I see what's her face around? My movement is actually 50 feet. So I get outside, I look around, and I'm going to try smelling for her.
Oh, very good. Perception check. You can do that with advantage.
Skills, and I want to turn on advantage. Perception.
Yeah,
19.
you can tell where she either was or currently is. You cannot see her. You don't have line of sight. But there's a small outbuilding to the northwest of the Lion Shield Coster, and there's a bush, and it looks like she was crouched behind there when she took her shot with the crossbow. So
Okay.
Again, you don't have line of sight, but you've got sense. You know that's the direction she's at.
She took a dump when she was crouched there.
direction. on my next turn, I'll just make my way towards there.
Okay, yeah, I will. You bound up to that bush, and you see that she has taken off across the green and is running towards the house that's right by the apple orchard. Again, to the west. But
All right, is that Carp's house? The apple
that
orchard is
not
Carp's house.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna hunt her down. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so we've got a pursuit there, and that takes us to Warner. Warner, you got almost dropped by this crossbow bolt to the neck.
Yeah, I dip back
that's hurt
inside
like
of the
heck.
building and shut the door. Tell Bro to get inside and let's, this. She's got something pretty potent. We're just gonna have to keep her out until. So you're outside, right, Monson?
Yeah, you had seen the wolf take off after her and bounded into some bushes where that bolt had come from.
Yeah,
and,
I just yell, get inside. I say, get inside, bro. And I just dip back inside. I leave the door open.
Okay, so it goes to Lanine's turn, and she will take her bonus action dash, and she's pretty darn fast. I mean, in wolf form, you're like, I can catch anybody, but not necessarily her. And she runs up to that small cabin, and she's yelling, Ettermath, open up! And she just plows right through the door and slams it behind her. And you hear shouts of what's going on and stuff like that. So it appears that she's perhaps got some help behind that door. You don't know.
Okay, that's cool.
Brax, we're back to your turn if you want to do something.
Hell to the yeah. I'll hold my action. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to. I'm gonna fly open that door, and I'm gonna start to. I guess I'll check out the room, do a little investigation.
So you're going to open
use that
closed desk. The desk open.
Okay, Brax, you don't find anything other than what I described to Adara. These are books. These are ledger books. These are receipts. These are
No, this is the other room, the one that
other room. Okay.
the one that I opened and then shut the
Got
door
it.
and then opened it again.
So
That's the one I'm checking.
sure, this storeroom, it's been deserted. Everyone's run out. You do realize that some of this stuff was at the Red Brand's hideout, and you find a crate full of look. Well, you recognize it as alchemical supplies from that wizard's workshop for sure. And someone had been tallying and taking an inventory of everything that's in these 4 boxes.
Oh, sweetness.
Speakers, vials, unknown yellow
Documents?
stuff. No, well, they're making a list of everything that they've got out of there. Nothing, no documents, but like little Bunsen burner type things and ampules and things for alchemical supplies.
Okay. All right. Sounds
And
good.
also trying to identify all the different herbs and liquids that they had taken from that as well.
But there's no documents that I can read. It's just mostly equipment.
There's no documents. There is a book that was kept with the alchemical supplies. You're able to see on the leather binding that it is a text on alchemical properties and recipes for various potions and salves and that sort of thing.
Okay. I might want to just open that book and flip through the pages like they do in all the CSI to see if anything drops out, like dry flowers or a squirrel or something.
Nothing comes out of the book, and this is a printed type book. So this wasn't a notebook from Glassstaff. This was a book, published for.
All right. Well, just looking around, this is my turn then.
You also see the beaver pelts that you had noted in the Red Brand's hideout, and you're sure that some of the other barrels. Oh yeah, these are definitely from.
Yeah, I'll for sure yell that to anyone that's in earshot. I found our stuff.
Yeah. So it looks like all those guys were kind of taking inventory, and they've got notebooks and clipboards, writing down all the new stuff. Then
But
their new inventory.
now that we've attacked her, isn't this all now our stuff?
No.
Until she's dead.
she needs to die first, and then it's ours.
Okay, Adara, did you want to do anything round-based?
Well, I mean, I'd kind of like to get into that desk, but I'm afraid I'm going to check it for traps, so I'm going to investigate before I touch that lock.
Yeah, good investigation.
Oh, jeez.
Fantastic.
You can't find any. Yeah, it looks fine to you.
While you went to check for traps, you hit your head on the drawer.
If it wasn't trapped, it is now.
Yeah, you established a trap. Damn it!
Created a trap. So no, it looks okay. They're good locks. You can tell that. So for whatever that's worth. So Watson, we come to you.
As I got up to the bush where I knew she was at, and I heard my brother War call me back, but I just kind of trail her up to the house. I watch her run in, and then I turn around and I'm going to head back. After I hear her say, Eldritch, is that who she said? She called out to? I think you believe that's what you said?
Edermath.
Edermath, okay.
Edermath.
So, yeah, I write that down. I scratch that into the dirt with my paw so that I can remember it for next time. And then
Sounds good.
I start making my way back because I know that War's hurt. So I know where she's at, and I know who she's got there, and I just run back.
As you run back, the town square there's people have heard the commotion, and you've got a lot of people that have poured out of Stonehill Inn. Harvin is poking his head out of the town master's hall, and there's a few other faces that you recognize and some you don't, that are kind of looking at this wolf run across the green, and they heard the shouts.
Yeah, I would
trying to figure out what's going on.
transform back